You live. I just hit that button. But go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead. Don't talk too much personal shit.
Other than that, it's the same thing. I try to talk to people out here and let them know exactly what's going on. Some of them, they get it, then they'll say something, and I have to just say, no, that's not how it goes. That's definitely not how it goes. Because they're not really doing any research. That's what I did notice. None of them are actually.
No. Hold on. Let's go back a little further. Go back a little further with the research. People don't know how to read. That's another problem that I found out, that people can't read, man. So it's really hard to do research if people don't think reading is gonna benefit them. They don't know that reading is benefit them.
Well, they don't know the etymon of stuff, and then they take the dictionary and don't read the fine print in the dictionary that said it was added at a certain point.
Right. You know what? I just did a whole thing on the dictionary yesterday. I did an hours thing about the dictionary, etymology, how English got started, how English is a form of a language from Germany, and how Germany is not a country, but was a region, which called Europe or Europa, right? Or Europe or Europa. Right, and these were the people, with the germs. So basically, they call it many germs. That particular area, Switzerland, Switzerland. Oh man, it was like all out of names and stuff. But I did. Yeah.
Germany was redone because Germany might have been part of Tartaria before they switched it to a name.
No,
because all of that region was something else prior to Germany, Denmark, France, all of that was different. That Ottoman Empire, Tartaria, or whatever it was named, and then they changed the name. You might be correct. That's why they named it.
It says, okay. It says languages in both Europe and Asia, such as Greek, Latin, Slavic. We're talking about the Slavic, Celtics, the Boston Celtics. That people, I'm a fucking Celtic fan. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You's a Celtic fan. You don't know Celtic is motherfuckers is like, it's like the Irish and the fucking the green man with the pot of gold and all this stupid shit. Yeah, icon, right. This was the fuck. I remember, like, what the fuck? So it's talking about here. They were called Anglo-Saxon, or what you remember you were talking about, Old English. Then they got the Middle English, Mid English, all this shit, but all this was, what I got the book in my hand. They call it Angelish, Angelus, because they say English. So when I seen it and I said English, oh shit, this is what I'm using. I'm angelic. This is like, okay, so I can bring this back into what I'm saying now. I'm doing it right. But the name was called, in the dictionary, the name is called BD. The BD, and of course the word English. So they use the word BD. It was called BD, right, by Britain in the year of 449. Remember, we talking about the dates, right? So then we talking about 449, right? So we talking about Greek, Latin, Slavic, Celtic, Hittites, the Indic, right? Because we talking about Hittites here, Girgashites, Hivites, Sidonites. All this is in the 12 tribes. 12 tribes. Yeah, Hittites. Yeah. Hittites, Girgashites, Sinites, Amorites, Caucasian, right? And they call them Canaanites. That's why they call it the canon text. The canon text. So the text they brought it out with the writings. The canon text is the Canaanites, which is 12 tribes. And these 12 tribes, they started changing the names from the biblical names right? And they started changing the names. So when you're talking about some of the ancient languages, such as in the same word you talk about Hittite, having no surviving descendants. That's why we don't hear about the Hittites. Others, such as Latin, have many. So from Latin, you have French, Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese. See, people don't know that. From the Latin, right? You got the French, Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese. Now you got the Spanish or the French, Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese. Portuguese, it was a slave. The Portuguese and the slaves too. You see, all this is coming from the same family tribe, which is called the Canaanites. Portuguese, slave trade, and ain't nobody talking about that. The Portuguese is living lovely because ain't nobody saying, you know what, you was involved in this.
Because they ain't, you're all the way at something. They still tell the story from the 1500s, 1800s. They keep staying in that area right there. They ain't go that far back. That's the problem.
Right. But we go on that back. We the etymologists.
Why haven't they gone back? They're looking for a prophet. He was searching around this one era, and I'm like, go back further, go back to where to where the problem started and fix the problem because they're all the same problem.
Check this out. It says the oldest stage of the English language is called Anglo-Saxon or Old English. Its period lasted. Now listen. Its period lasted until the Norman conquest, right, in 1066. Okay, my middle name is Norman, so of course, if my middle name is Norman, you know I'm gonna know about the Norman conquest. I'm gonna figure out what the hell what happened here, you know, to Norman conquest. Norman the Conqueror, William the Conqueror imposed a new government and tried with some but far from success to impose Britain, impose on Britain the conquerors or French. From then until 1475, the language was called Middle English, and from then now it's called Modern English. So this English took a turn from when the axe. That's because it was Anglo-Saxon, right?
But Anglo means white.
Right.
So basically, if you look up the fact that whenever they beat up the Saxons, then they named it Anglo-Saxon.
Right.
So the Saxons were before them. All of these, words that they have, is somebody prior to that.
It was right, and so the whole thing is that they trying to act like they're the original people.
Exactly, that's why it's called
Anglo-Saxon.
What you call it, anything else, and that's why the dates don't go as far back, which they keep going around to try to prove that they were here first, but they weren't. And that's where you see a lot of times, what is it, when the country was founded, it's because we didn't need paperwork. We didn't have paperwork. All these laws came in because they were trying to include the parts where they owned something.
Right. They introduced themselves into the shit. So yeah, that was my whole thing. I did about an hour and a half. It's on YouTube with the dictionary and explaining what's going on. And you know, I got a whole series about the dictionary, because if people don't, in this dictionary, this is Webster Encyclopedia Unabridged Dictionary, but there's only one. I got like 4 or 5 big thick ass. When I'm talking about thick, we talking about thick, you know. So oh, you know what? No, you know, I didn't get to that yet. I didn't get to the black law because see, there's a lot of controversy when I get to there, because first of all, they say black don't mean shit, but they got a whole black law dictionary. So if black don't mean nothing, why do they have a black law dictionary? So black does mean something, right? Before they say it don't mean shit or whatever they try to do, we have to figure it out. Okay, so before I even go through the Black Law Dictionary, which is so many words, first I got to do is teach words are important. We're on the elementary, words are important. And before I can teach people the words that they need to feel good about themselves, right? They got to know that words mean something. It's like people are wordless. They're fucking wordless. They don't. I can't say. Okay, I'm gonna show you. What I mean.
They gotta actually remember one thing. So many people mispronounce the word and then they pronounce it a different way, and now they can't even find it in the dictionary.
Hold on.
Which is fine now because you have Google.
Yeah, but Google ain't telling the damn shit. You know it. Google ain't telling this shit right. Okay, check it out. This is what you're saying. Almost all of the 11 words in the opening sentence, it was a sentence, I didn't read the sentence, for instance, are recognizable. So what they saying, the oldest stage of English is called Anglo-Saxon, okay, or Old English, okay? And then from there, middle, and then now. So they change it, they change the spelling, they change everything up, the definition, so they can use it for themselves. They didn't say, well, this word was created for this and it means this and we're going to keep it that. No, we're going to cut that shit off. We're going to pronounce it a different way. So these people don't even know that they created this damn language. We changed the shit. And
they call it Old English because at that point, this is where they invoke their law or whatever
they put their shit right. They should say original English.
I know, but we didn't speak English. The natives did not speak English. That's their English. We spoke native tongue.
Okay, hold on.
That's why they did it. Because they're trying to put their story, but they get to be telling you that there were Saxons here prior to that.
Okay, okay. Right. Oh yeah. It goes into it because it says right here, right? Originally, both West Germanic and North Germanic were the same language called Germanic language. In both Europe and Asia, such as Greek, Latin, Slavic, Celtic, Hidden, and Indic, some of these ancient languages, such as Hittite, had no surviving descendants. Others, such as Latin, have many. So the Latin, it went on as French, Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese. That was not even there. They had no sound. They had nothing. We had everything. You know. So and you're absolutely right. About as far as it's right here, which includes the current languages of Hebrew, Arabic, or Altaic, which includes Finnish and Hungarian. So Finnish is a language. Finnish, 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 and then Hungarian, and that's why they tell people that they're hungry. You know, they keep that in the equation. Oh, I'm hungry. So they always gonna keep hungry in there because that's a part of our original who we was. And the English, it didn't have no phase because it didn't change up like that. They put themselves. They just cut a piece in and just stepped in a fucking slot and acting like it's okay. Hell no, it's not okay. So anyway, this is called Introduction English Language and the Dictionary. That's what I'm teaching now. I'm teaching in English, the dictionary, and letting people know that the things that I'm saying, the life that I'm living, if you don't live close to this shit, or close or parallel to this shit, you's a fucking slave. That we got to work harder not to be a slave than to be a slave. You don't have to work hard being a slave. All you gotta do is dumb shit. So so now if I say Ayul Jadid Sefer, you don't know what that is because I gotta teach you 3 words before I can teach you those words. I gotta teach you which new book, or the bookstore is open, or scrolls number 29. So I gotta teach it. I gotta teach the English and then go to how we say it. I can say how we say it, but it's gonna take too long because they won't be able to get. They gotta pop out of it. So it's gonna be certain times where I'm gonna take off for like 2-3 weeks, and I'm not gonna be speaking English. I'm not gonna speak. I'll just refuse. I'll just refuse. And this is what I'm trying to teach the people now. I cannot teach the people what I need to teach the people. I got to teach them English first, and therefore, and I don't mind reading this big ass thick. Hello. Oh, shit. This motherfucker. I'm gonna cut off on myself. This motherfucker. Got it, Three. From clean on to the clean, clean to the clean, clean. Clean on to the clean, clean to the clean, clean. I see you. I see you over there. Hey, what's poppin', yo? Yeah. Be like, yeah, pop off. This is what I'm talking about.